So today we are going to be making a cute little Valentine's Day wood burning. I have these cute little lovebirds, and then I'm going to use some graphite paper to transfer the pattern on, and I'll do that with a red pen. Next we're going to take our graphite paper. I'm going to take it with the shiny side up and the dull side down. Now we're going to take this graphite paper and slip it between our reference photo and our piece of wood. Next we're going to take our red pen and just trace over the image of the lovebird. So let's remove the reference photo to reveal our two little lovebirds that we transferred on. Right now I am using the Walnut Hollow Creative Versa tool, and this is the mini flow point that comes with the kit. So when you turn your burner on, you'll want to turn it on to max temp, and then you'll want to give it about 5 minutes to warm up. So now that our burner is on and hot, we can slowly start burning the main features of our birds. When you burn on an end cut, really try to keep a very light pressure. You don't want the point to sink into the wood, otherwise it's going to be affected by these wood grain circles, and you're not going to have very even lines. So here's kind of the little birdie's closed eye over here, where we're just seeing a little bit of it, and then gonna just carefully burn the outline. So I'm going to add just a little bit of wood grain texture here to the branch that the birds are sitting on, and then we'll darken this whole branch up with another point. So we're going to use the upper part of this shading point to kind of outline the beak. And then we're going to add a little bit of soft shading on the left side of the beak and leave the right side unburned. So I'm burning this with just a little bit of a flicking motion. I set the point down on the wood in the darker areas and then flick it upwards nice and slowly. Next up, we are going to add a little bit of light shading around the top of the bird. This is really going to make their heads look more rounded. So this is just some really light, simple shading that can give your birds a lot of dimension and depth. We're going to darken up the area under his cheeks and add kind of a nice light value on the rest of the bird's face. Okay, I'm going to go back over and add another layer or two and just kind of smooth things out. If the birds are darker, that will make them look a little bit closer to the viewer, and the leaves will look more in the distance if they're lighter. There's really no erasing in wood burning, so you're going to want to just take it real easy and plan ahead, and try to burn with lower temperatures and then burn in layers. But you see how the rounded appearance of the birds is basically just dark around the edges and lighter in the middle. Okay, so I've switched over to the flow point, and since it's a bigger point, it's going to hold the heat a little bit better, and you'll be able to wood burn a little bit faster than using that mini flow point. The branch is going to be darker at the top and darker at the bottom, and then a little bit lighter in the middle. If we were to burn the whole branch really dark, like you see in the reference photo, it's going to look a little bit flat. Okay, so now that we have our dark at the top and our dark at the bottom, we're going to just do a little bit of back and forth burning in between these areas and kind of blend them together a bit. But you'll see as I add in this mid-tone value, the branch will really come to life and look more rounded. So this project is very customizable, and you can add your own initials and date quite easily. Remember to use very light pressure when doing this. You don't want that point to really sink down into the wood. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful little lovebird project.